about a $25,000
Mm-hmm.
for the first product. I mean, we're my wife and I, Kelly, we work really well together,
Uh-huh.
and we just said, we go all in when we do
Uh-huh.
something, and we hit $100,000. I don't know, 6 weeks or so,
Okay.
100K, and
Mm-hmm.
like I said, at about 40% margin, and then we just, like I said, started doing other products the same way, and then we uh, put it to market, and within a couple of months sold the business, and then a few months of due diligence and whatnot. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, we sold it for like 1.9 million.
Creators have censorship.
Hey guys, we have here today Shawn. So Shawn is one of our students in the program, and he's getting great results with the program. He's scaled one product recently to over like $50,000, and now is basically working. And also before that, like he was successful like Amazon seller, and he actually sold his store. So yeah, I wanted to pick up his brain and share with you guys like some of the insights. Hi Shawn, thank you for joining this
Hey,
call.
Alex, great to be here, man.
Cool. Yeah. So tell us about your journey. Like, so you've had like quite some experience with like internet marketing so far, right?
Yeah. So like back in 2012, 2013, we started doing affiliate marketing, selling high ticket, like $20,000 affiliate stuff, and
Uh-huh.
did that for a couple of years, and did strictly, Facebook marketing through that. And so yeah, that was a good journey. And
Hmm.
when the opportunity for Amazon came up,
Uh-huh.
it all made perfect sense to us. Drive traffic from Facebook to
Hmm.
products on Amazon to help rank and whatnot. So
Hmm.
I don't know, we grabbed like, I don't know, we put like 25 grand into a product, and just, we were basically wanted our first container that came over. We just said, hey, if we break even on this and get it
Uh-huh.
ranked, it's worth it. And
Uh-huh.
so we did a lot of 50% off type stuff, and
So
drove
basically,
traffic.
just to get rid of the product.
Uh, just to rank the product. So to
So
take
that's
the
that's how
product,
Amazon works, right? Like you have to kind of like generate some initial sales in order to rank your product. Is that right? Or
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So for example, if like the person on the first page, there's 10 people on the first page. If the top one's selling like 100 units a day, maybe the bottom one's selling 30 units a day, you have
yeah.
to at least do above 30 units a day to rank on, on the first page. So,
Uh-huh.
you'll start out on page 20 with zero visibility, kind of like on the
Uh-huh.
page 20 of Google, and um, excuse me. And we, just drove a lot of Facebook traffic, did a lot of follow up with the customers to leave reviews. So, so we started building up, 300-400 reviews in the first few thousand units we moved. And like I said, that I think we about broke even or on that. But by the time, we went through those, I think within 30 days,
Mhm.
and the new container came in, and then after that, it was pure profit. We were at a 40% margin.
Very nice. So you said that you got the items, you started selling them just to initially get the momentum, and then it started to pick up. How much have you invested into that? Like first, kind of
Yeah,
like.
I think it was about a $25,000
Mhm.
for the first product. I mean, we're my wife and I, Kelly, we work really well together,
Uh-huh.
and we just said, we go all in when we do
Uh-huh.
something.
That's
And
good.
we just said, hey, we're gonna make this work. We're not gonna buy just 100 units and try to get it there or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and see if it'll work. We just went full blast, and I think we hit $100,000 in I don't know, 6 weeks or so,
Okay.
100K, and
Mm-hmm.
like I said, at about 40% margin, and then we just, like I said, started doing other products the same way, and just kept that going, and doing a lot of masterminds and stuff like that, meeting up with people, and ran into somebody about it was a broker that sells companies, so I was picking their brain about how to maximize our business, and went to sell it, and
Uh-huh.
and they said a lot of people want to do SBA loan, so all the books for 2 years need to be good, and so on and so forth. So I
Uh-huh.
spent the first year just getting the company ready to sell,
Uh-huh.
and then we put it to market, and within a couple of months sold the business, and then a few months of due diligence and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we sold it for like 1.9 million after
Good. This is good
3
exit.
years.
How much time it took you to do like this exit?
Let me see. I started. Let me see. It was 2016. Like in November, I started making sure all the books and stuff were perfect, and making sure it's taken out in, if, we all as entrepreneurs are always trying not to pay, high taxes and stuff. So we're taking every deduction possible.
That's it, man.
But
Yeah.
the last year I just took out, yeah, we took out all the extra deductions, and just had it just the business, what it actually was for that 2016.
Uh-huh.
And then we went to market February of 2017.
Uh-huh.
And in 2017 of May, I think it was, we went under contract, and
Uh-huh.
and then sold at the end of September, I think it was. So actually
Good.
got the money transfer and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was a 3x, I think.
Multiplier.
That we got, yeah, multiplier for the business.
Uh-huh. So that was like from the profit, or from from the revenue? How this calculate?
Profit, yeah, profit. I think we were at like
Okay.
600.
So in order to increase your valuation, you had to like remove all of the deductions. That's what you mean, right? Like to kind of like
Exactly. And like, I have been self-employed for 25 years or so. So I have owned many companies. I've sold a couple of them previously. And this was the biggest one that I had done. But, like I said, big on like taking every deduction and everything,
Yeah.
boat gas and everything else,
Yeah.
cars and whatever, as a company deduction. But I learned that lesson of, hey, it's better to just keep it all, if you're planning on exiting at any time, if that is in your future, that,
Mm-hmm.
really to keep your profit as high as possible, and,
Mm-hmm.
in the year profit as high as possible,
Uh-huh.
and you make money back on the on the sale. So
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, that was a really good lesson, and a really good just experience of going through it all. And it was stressful, but it was good. Just you also have to keep the company at a growing rate while
Yeah.
you're selling the business,
Uh-huh.
and going through due diligence and everything. So
how big your team was like at this stage?
Actually not too big. Let me see. We had my wife and I full time, and we had like 5 customer service people, I think.
In Philippines?
I'm sorry. In the Philippines, we did try that at first, and then we switched to finding people in the U.S. To a couple of them to take phone calls and if they had problems with the product, to help them walk through it, and then we had people that just worked on reviews and content and stuff like that and whatnot. So but we did all the marketing and stuff as far as that goes. So
you got you got your marketing skill set really refined, like.
Yeah, it's definitely has been fun, and then it's Facebook is an amazing platform to do amazing things with it, but you just have to do things differently than everybody else out there too. We build out our own software for ranking products, so that if we are on page 4 or whatnot, that it would give them actually like screenshots of step by step of what they need to go to page 4 under this keyword, go to page 4, look up the product, make the purchase.
Wow.
That kind of stuff.
So when you sold the business, like all of these like elements, have you like was part of the offer or no? Like
yeah. We sold our software with it. Actually, just gave them rights to our software, and then our team, we let them go with them and whatnot. So it was a lot of fun and very much enjoyed it. And there's just as an entrepreneur, it's like you got to think of where you're going, and it's like you got to think about what's going to happen in 2 or 3 years. Are you going to want to sell this thing? Or what are you going to do once you start reaching your goals?
So for you, like, where do you see like Amazon? Like, do you think like Amazon will get like more difficult to work with, like as a platform?
Yeah, absolutely. It's right now it's very competitive. A lot of Chinese sellers and stuff in there that are just undercutting prices and stuff. So there's a few niches that I think have good opportunity in Amazon. Excuse me. But you really need to know what you're doing to go at it. I mean, it's definitely plenty of opportunity there. It's just you need to be a good marketer and think out of the box.
So after like your exit, like you didn't want to go back to Amazon and scale like another kind of like.
That's exactly what our plan was. And we even currently have like 40 grand worth of a beauty line sitting in a warehouse right now that we were going to do. But at the end of that sale, we were so burnt out after trying to sell the business and grow the business while we're selling it. And we thought within 2 months we were going to fire up a new beauty brand and take off, and we were like, man, we just need some time. So we then took like a 1.5 years off and just kind of relaxed. So
cool. So now you live on the islands, right?
Yeah, now we live on the islands and got a new sailboat, and man, just enjoying life. And earlier this year, just I even back in the day when we still had the Amazon business, your Facebook rock stars group or whatnot. I saw you always, so I was following you back then, and you were just giving like amazing advice, and I would comment like all the time, just saying, wow, that is amazing suggestions, amazing free content that, people just don't give out free stuff like that, and such good, suggestions and stuff when people are asking questions. And
Thank you, man.
so then you just pop back up this past summer, and I saw you offering to your mentorship, and I was like, I'm itching to get back into something else. And with marketing, I love marketing a lot, and when you can learn to turn $1 into $2 or $3, you'll never have to worry about money. So it's a great skill to learn, and it takes time. But one nice thing, since we've started, even though we didn't have great success on a couple of products in the beginning, we still broke even. So it was each month I was getting better and better at what I was doing, and sharpening my skills again, and then in November, like 15th or something, we found a good product, and that I think you suggested in the Facebook group back in November, and so we just jumped on it right away, and within like 3 days we had it, going to like 10K already, and I was like, I was talking to you on a webinar. I was like, I only have about 10, 15 more days left. I mean, do you think I can really scale this thing up, much more? And he's like, yeah, for sure. So we just kept at it, and we had our Facebook account shut down a couple of times during that time. But yeah, about a 3-4 week period, I think it was about 3-week period, we hit about 56,000 or so on that product at about a 20% margin. Yeah, that was a fun, when a product works, it usually works right away.
I've noticed the same. I've noticed the same from my experience. Like, it either works or it doesn't. And I remember you telling me like, so the product you were selling was like higher ticket product, and you're telling me like the conversion rate on that is like 2 or 3%.
Yeah.
Like over $100, product. And I said, gee, that's quite a good conversion. Like that's a winner.
Yeah. I'll tell you the biggest thing, and I don't think it's talked about enough, is load speed on your sites. If you can get your load speeds under 3 seconds, it makes all the difference. That has been a big thing that we have learned is, we were sitting at like 5 seconds and at like only a 1% conversion rate. But as soon as we dropped it down to under 3 seconds, we were converting at 2-3%. So
that's good. Like, that's good insight. Like, so for you personally, was that product you've been selling, like, you have used that team, like Teamacts or something, right?
Yeah, I use Teamacts. It's a really ugly theme, but it just converts. What I also like about it is it has, instead of a drop down to choose how many you want, it has buttons, so you can have, buy 1, buy 2, buy 3, and it just makes it easier for people to buy more than one. And, so yeah, that's what I do like. One big thing I do like about the theme, and it's very customizable. So
okay, so, yeah, have you had like any technical issues with that?
No, No, we haven't had any actually. Yeah, none at all.
Uh-huh.
It's been a great theme.
Oh, guys, I'll put like I mean, if anyone like interested, I'll probably put a link like below this video for team for this team.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a good theme. You offered it, back in September, I think it was, or October, and we jumped right on it, and we were extremely happy with it. And been running that on a couple of different stores now. So yeah, it's fast. It's extremely fast. So. And then the newest thing we've been doing is using Shogun to build our
landing pages.
Landing pages.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How's that one working for you?
Good. It's like $40 a month. Yeah, it's working out. I like the way it it's very customizable, way more than zip pages and stuff. I mean, you can do a lot more with it. And
you mean like Zipify, right?
Yeah, like Zipify, but the page builder, not the one-click upsell. The Zipify page builder, which I think is like $100 a month or something like that. But yeah, with that, I just don't like that you can't get rid of a lot of the buttons and stuff. And seems to be doing okay. It's loading good, and we're just playing. We hired a copywriter to start writing some really good copy, kind of a little scare tactics kind of stuff, and that's helped. So yeah, like I said, our current product, we're not killing it on it. We're profitable, doing a few grand a day. We've been backing it down just because it's Chinese, but ready to start cranking it up. I think we can get this one up to 100 grand really quick, a month without it. As soon as the new year comes back, and whatnot. So. Cool. So yeah, that's been good. Like I said, we also been just doing some different things with marketing videos and stuff, just trying to do different things than other people are doing with the videos. Just anything from doing a simple like a slide presentation, like slide in, this or that, kind of gets their attention, something bouncing around on, saying something, and then it goes into a video, that we just cut up or whatnot. And
how's that was working out for you?
It's starting to do pretty good. I mean, we're seeing like 2% higher click-through rates, and cheaper cost per content view and stuff like that. We were at about $1.20 or something, and I think we've gotten it down to like 80 cents or so per content view, and like 40 cent click through, unique click through rate cost, and it's starting.
Hello, Shawn? Hello, Shawn, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, Shawn? Hello? Shawn, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know if it's mine. internet or what. But
Yeah, I
one
think
thing you have to deal with in the Caribbean.
on the island, yeah.
Yeah, I had to bring in a fiber optic line just to get good internet, and good is like gigs, not very much. So anyhow,
Cool. Yeah, I think I could hear you. So you basically trying to do different things with your videos, kind of like more like disrupting first few seconds, right, of the video,
yeah,
and then then after that it goes like your regular like standard content.
exactly. Just trying to do some different things. And,
You want to find like that like little advantage or like that little thing.
Exactly. And people are so ad blind, and you really have to go out of your way to get people's attention.
Yeah,
you really
definitely.
do. And once you do, and once you figure that out, it makes a huge difference. Just spending, if you're not having success, just take a week, make some nice creatives, and then try it again. So we hired somebody that, and that's the other thing, we've learned over the years is just, if you aren't good at doing something, just hire it out and get it done. It'll be done, and move on. That way you can, within a few days, you can, have a few creatives made up, and go give them a test and see how things work out. But so, yeah, cool. That's what we're going to really focus on after Chinese New Year, is really doing more and more of that.
So you want to
really
like
trying to stand out.
So now you decide to go all in with dropshipping.
Oh yeah. We were all in before. We were just stumbling our way through it, and all the little challenges that come up, and how like people always want to solve your future problems, like, well, I'm going to have all this business, so I need this, all the stock sitting there, or I need, people want to solve those problems, before they have them.
Yeah.
And so we just really trying to focus on trying to get it, things going and scaling, and then worry about the other stuff. And so yeah, it's we're gonna definitely dig in this year hard. So looking forward to it. It's been very inspirational seeing some of these other guys, some of these young kids doing some of the stuff that are doing amazing numbers, man. That is it's so inspiring. It's so inspiring. So
cool.
And,
so if you were to share like few kind of like few major kind of like breakthroughs that you've had like throughout this past, like with dropshipping, for example, and like overall even with your other experiences, kind of what would be like the major like 3 lessons that you have learned?
Definitely, like I said, first, as far as drop shipping, I would say site speed has such a big impact. That would be one. Second, know where you want to end up. Once you're starting this journey, what are your goals? And once what are you going to do about it? Like, it's just something you can write down. You don't have to worry about them, but it's something that just kind of jot down and say, all right, if I scale this to, say, $2 million a year drop shipping business, at 20% profit, am I going to sell this? If I am going to sell this, make sure I have it in a U.S. company, and taxes are straight, and everything else, and then test creatives. Is that it's amazing how some simple little changes make all the difference.
Uh-huh.
That would probably be my third. That just keep on trying to beat your creative. Like
Uh-huh.
always be
Beat your
trying to be
control.
creative that's winning. Yeah, exactly. And that's something that I've been extremely surprised about. Something I'll throw on there that I don't think, just even a thumbnail that I don't think will do well, but all of a sudden it
Yeah,
kills
yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's always like, oh, I mean, yeah. Like this one will do well, And we have all of these
Yeah.
like prejudice, right, and assumptions as marketers.
No doubt, no doubt. So yeah, those would be the big ones I would say, and definitely all in. I guess would be another one. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can't be halfway in something. You
Uh-huh.
have to put it all in and and just go for it. And even if you can keep it at break even for a month, you will, and scale it.
Yeah,
Even if you can keep it there,
yeah,
you'll get so much experience. Like
yeah.
that will get crazy amounts of
100%.
experience.
Yeah. I always say, like,
Yeah.
people say like, oh, I mean, I've been running this product for like a week, and I've spent like $10,000-$20,000 and I'm at break even. I say, awesome. If you're break even, like with few like tweaks, like you can get it like to profitability now.
Yeah, absolutely. And even if you're only hitting 10%, right in the beginning, man, that's great. I mean, we have the mindset of, making money on the back end too. So,
Mhm.
after 6-7 months of breaking even, all those emails, follow-ups and reselling more products, then now you're making a profit. So,
Mhm.
uh, it's, it's just a mind shift. People have to just think a little
Mhm.
different on that. They're might not get rich right away, but play the long game.
Mhm. Awesome stuff, man. And so what are your plans? You wanna scale the drop shipping like operation, or you eventually want to launch like a brand and kind of like self?
Um, yeah, I mean, I think we did just launch, a brand and have been, starting to get that going. It was just after Christmas, and
Mhm.
so that is something that we're trying out. But it's been the exact same product on a another store has been converting better than me branding it, the other one.
Mhm.
Uh, so I know I need to make some changes on the branding one. I'm
Uh-huh.
sure we'll get it there, but I was just very surprised over the past 3 weeks or so that the branded store didn't do much better than our generic store.
I've
And
heard
it's a
I've heard
very
it like I've heard it like already a few times, that you know again, like it's assumption, right? That basically if you make it like branded, then it will work better. And I hear like few times from few people. We have Ryan, for example. He's in Canada, so I think that was him. It was someone else. Like, so the product was like scaled like to a decent level of $5,000 or $10,000 a day, and then taken to like one product store and just you know like
it just
didn't.
crashed. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it. I mean, I'm even running it out of the same Facebook ad account
Uh-huh.
because I just wanted to have a close eye on the difference between the two. And then I
Yeah,
moved it to another account just to see if that was the problem.
yeah.
And uh, yeah, it's been kind of surprising to me
Hmm.
after all the time and effort that we went into building that. But
Hmm.
I think with some changes, I think we'll get it there, and then still keep the other store to test products,
Hmm.
and I think another good suggestion is, or at least this is what we do, is we're always testing new products, and we don't just leave them on the store
Uh-huh.
after we've tested it. It's not working. we get rid of it because
okay.
that also gets slows your site down. You know, we had like 20 products on there, and I went and deleted like 18 of them, and my load speed went from 5 seconds to 2.7. So
Oh, really?
it really made a huge difference getting rid of all.
Very good. That's a very good tip. That's a very good tip.
Yeah. Yeah, that really worked out well. And so yeah, I think the future will be, especially with all the page scores and stuff that Facebook's getting, kind of, it's almost like the Amazon review kind of thing. I think is going to be a very important thing. I've been seeing that people talk about it, getting their score, having their scores, and I think aggressively going after getting people to make sure they leave you a positive, review on it is going to be important. And even if you have to incentivize it a little bit, send them a free gift for taking their time or whatever. And you're going to have to build out a template on, hey, you're going to have to go here. This is what it looks like, and you're going to, now here's a picture of what our ad will probably look like, click there. And then, cause it's not an easy process. It's not like we can just send them a form. They have to go through. I haven't figured out a way that they can go straight to our, that would be great if we could take them straight to our, their ad on what they've looked at. So, so I think that's a big thing that we'll be focusing on. We have been focusing on, and like I said, we're setting up even, the normal sequence, and then after a while to go ahead and just, hey, we're going to send you this free gift. If, you don't mind taking a screenshot, we'll send you, this, $10 item or $20 item that costs us $4 or something, but,
definitely.
And, so I think that's another important thing that in the future, to prevent you from having issues with Facebook and whatnot. So,
cool. Awesome stuff, Shawn. Thank you so much for sharing. I've personally learned quite a few things here. So awesome stuff. Thank you for sharing. Especially like Amazon. It's interesting how how that is like structured. Thank you for sharing. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing you crush like new goals like for yourself. I mean, you definitely have everything. You have the skill set, you have the experience, and I mean, I'm very, awesome working with you also. So,
yeah, man, for sure. Absolutely.
Thanks
for taking the time with me today, man.
Yeah. Thank you, Shawn. And thank you guys. Thank you for watching. You can find, I think the team that Shawn mentioned should be below. Also, if you have some questions for Shawn, if he'll have time to get back to you, you can just drop below. Thank you, man. And
no problem.
Thank you.
Cheers.